Greetings of the day, children. I hope you all are doing very well and you're keeping your notebook updated, hopefully, children. So, you all are invited for the virtual session of chemistry over here, children. I hope the concepts are clear in the previous session. What we have done in the previous session, carbon and its compounds, and we are going to continue with that in this session. What we have learned in the previous session, children, we have learned the versatile nature of carbon, how carbon exists in huge numbers, how carbon can form large number of carbon compounds due to the properties of catenation, tetracovalency, multiple bonding and isomerism. All that we have covered in the previous session, and that is a suggested portion for you in chemistry this year. So please do it thoroughly, children, and I hope you all have done one assignment given to you all. You have to do isomers, the structural isomers of pentane. Hopefully you all are able to do it. So let us continue. What are we going to do in this session? First of all, we are going to see organic chemistry. What is organic compounds? Because the suggested syllabus of homologous series in carbon compounds will require some previous knowledge about carbon compounds, about alkenes and alkynes. So some basic knowledge is required. That's why I'm just touching upon on those concepts, so that the concept of homologous series is very clear with you. Although the saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds is not suggested in the syllabus, then too we have to do, because we have to do homologous series. So let's get started. We have carbon compounds in straight chain, branch chain and ring structure, you have seen in the previous session. So straight chain compounds, those in which each carbon atom is linked to only two other carbon atoms, example butane. Then branch chain carbon compounds, those in which at least one carbon atom is linked to 3 or 4 other carbon atoms, example isobutane. Cyclic or ring compounds, you have seen those in which carbon atoms are arranged in a ring, like benzene. All that you have seen. You have seen straight chain carbon compound, you have seen branch chain carbon compound, you have seen the ring structure of the carbon compounds. So just a knowledge for you, building up knowledge for you to understand the series of carbon compounds. Alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. These are the series of carbon compounds, and they are broadly classified actually as saturated and unsaturated. So what falls under saturated? What exactly saturated means? Saturated carbon compounds means all the 4 valencies of carbon atom is satisfied in saturated carbon compound, that is alkanes. Whereas in unsaturated carbon compounds, the valency of carbon atom is not satisfied. So where 2 pairs of carbon compound, where 2 pairs of electrons involved in the bonding and sharing of electrons, where the valency is not satisfied by any other element, then it will show carbon-carbon double bond, where 2 pairs of electron left will show bonding between carbon-carbon. So that will be double bond. So that is called as alkenes. And it is again unsaturated because the valency of carbon is not satisfied. Similarly, one more classification under unsaturated, alkenes, where 3 pairs of electrons will show sharing between carbon-carbon. So there will be triple bond between carbon-carbon, and that is alkenes. This is again unsaturated. So where 2 pairs of electrons involved to form double bond, that will form alkenes. Series of compounds will form. Similarly, 3 pairs of electrons involved in the bonding between carbon-carbon, then it will form alkynes. Please make the correction, it is alkynes, unsaturated. So that general formula over here will be CnH2n plus 2, alkene CnH2n, where alkynes, just take a spelling for alkyne, ALKYNES. So it is alkynes. So that general formula CnH2n minus 2. So with the help of this general formula for saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds, you can form the series of carbon compounds. You can form family of the carbon compounds of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. I hope this is very clear. So you just have to have a brief understanding of this to understand homologous series. So when you have alkanes, the first series of alkanes, 5 members suggested for you all. First member of the series of the alkane, that is saturated hydrocarbon, where all the valency of the carbon is satisfied. First member will be methane. You can see the structure. Ethane, the second member. Third member of the alkane, propane. Fourth member of the alkane series, butane. Fifth member of the alkane series, pentane. So this is the family of alkanes where you will have series of saturated carbon compounds. You can have further hexane, heptane, all that you can have, but what is suggested till hexane you can do. So this is a saturated hydrocarbon called as alkane series, and 5 members we have discussed just now. Then you will have unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons contain a double or triple bond between 2 carbon atoms, as was explained to you all earlier, because 2 pairs of electrons involve in sharing of electrons between carbon and carbon atoms. So between carbon and carbon atoms, 2 pairs of electron will be shared. That's why it will show double bonding, and the one with double bonding are called as alkenes. Here you can see ethene. So the first member will start from ethene. Why? For the alkene series, the first member will be ethene. And why not methane? Because here in unsaturated hydrocarbon, there is involvement of double bonding between carbon-carbon atoms. So at least 2 carbon atoms required to show double bond. That's why the first member will start from ethene. I hope this is very clear. This is alkene series. So there you can have alkenes. Again you can have ethene. Then you can have the third member propene, fourth member butene, fifth member pentene, then sixth member hexene. Like that we can have a series of alkenes. We did not go in that depth. As you know, alkanes, you can do alkenes and alkynes also. So we will go for alkynes. The one with triple bond, where 3 pairs of electrons share between 2 carbon atoms. That's why the valence is not satisfied. That's why it is unsaturated hydrocarbon, which shows triple bonding, and it is called as alkyne series. And alkyne series will again have many members as you have for alkanes and alkenes. So the first member again will start here with ethyne, or commonly called as acetylene. So ethyne, again, why first member ethyne and not methane? Because here you require triple bonding between carbon-carbon atoms. So you at least requirement of 2 carbon atom to show triple bonding. So the first member will be ethyne, that is acetylene. Here you can see the structure CH, triple bond CH, that is ethyne or acetylene. You just have to have a brief knowledge about all this. So if you go for ethene, here the first member 2 carbon atom, propene 3 carbon atom, butene 4 carbon atom, pentene 5 carbon atom, hexene 6 carbon atom. And the formula you can have for ethene C2H4, propene C3H6. You just have to put a natural number, N starts from 1. So you have learned the general formula. Just you have to put, and you get the required number of member. You put N is equal to 1 in the general formula which you have learned. So the first member of this will be C2H4, propene C3H6, butene will be C4H8, pentene C5H10, and hexene C6H12. And the structure you can see over here. Just have a look at this. And how you get the formula, here you have learned in this general formula for alkanes, CnH2n plus 2. So you just have to start substituting for first member. For alkane you put 1, but when you do alkenes and alkynes you have to start with 2, because you need 2 carbon atoms to show double or triple bond. So for alkene you can start with natural number 2 and we can go on and we can form series of compounds, carbon compounds. I hope the general formula is clear with you all. So this is how you can get series of alkenes. Here we have shown till hexene. Similarly for alkynes, I have shown only 3 over here. You can go ahead and you can show more. So it will start with ethyne, triple bond between the 2 carbon atoms. Propyne, again 3 carbon atoms and 2 of the carbon atom will show triple bond. Butane will have 4 carbon atom in the straight chain, again 2 carbon atoms will show triple bond. So this is a series of alkynes where you have start numbering. You start the first member of the series alkenes will start from n is equal to 2. Similarly for alkenes and alkynes, both will start from n is equal to 2, and the reason you all know. So these are the series of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes of saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds. I hope that part is clear. So now here we start with the suggested syllabus. So once you have the basic knowledge of the series of the carbon compounds, saturated you have alkanes, unsaturated you have alkenes and alkynes, and you have seen the members of the series and how the members of the series you can form with the help of the general formula. All that you know. So now what is homologous series? Series of organic compounds having the same functional group and chemical properties, and successive members differ by a CH2 unit or 14 mass units are known as homologous series. So as you have learned the series of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes, we can define homologous series. So these are the series of those organic or the carbon compounds. They will have the same functional group, a group which is functional, a group which determines the property of the carbon compound that remains the same. Alcohol will behave like alcohol because of the OH group in the alcohol. So that is the functional group. Just need to understand about the functional group over here. So alcohol will behave, methanol, ethanol will behave as an alcohol because what is common between them is the OH group. Because of that OH group, they behave like alcohol. So that is a series of alcohol, and the functional group remains the same in that series. Chemical properties and successive members. Here they will have same functional group and chemical properties of ethanol, methanol, propanol will remain same. Just an example I am citing here. But the successive members will differ. The difference between the two members of the same series will differ by CH2 unit. That means carbon, 1 carbon atom and 2 hydrogen atom. So when you calculate the atomic mass of CH2 unit, the atomic mass will be, for carbon, that is atomic mass is 12, hydrogen, atomic mass of 1 hydrogen is 1, but here you have 2 hydrogen atoms, so it will be plus 2. So that total atomic mass of CH2 unit, when you calculate, you will get 14 mass units. And that series will be called as homologous series. So for a homologous series, all these criteria has to be fulfilled. Then a series will be called as homologous series. Please take this down in your notebook, children. Let us see homologous series of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes, which you have already learned. You have already got some knowledge about it. So alkanes, you have, for example, you have methane, first member, second member ethane, third member propane. So if you find the difference between the first member methane and the second member ethane, here you can see, you can subtract the molecular formula. Ethane, you have C2H6 minus CH4, you will get a difference of CH2. Similarly, for propane, you have C3H8, when you minus with ethane, that is C2H6, that will, the difference again between propane and ethane will be CH2. So the successive member, the difference between the successive members, like between ethane and methane or propane and ethane, the difference will be CH2 units. So this alkane is a homologous series because it is fitting in that criteria of homologous series. Or the difference between the successive members of the series is 14 mass units. That's why the alkanes are called as homologous series. Similarly, if you go for alkenes, the difference between propene and ethene, if you see, will be CH2, that is 14 mass units. Similarly, if you go for alkynes, that is again unsaturated carbon compound series, difference between propyne and ethyne. If you find the difference between the molecular formula of propyne and ethyne, you will get CH2 unit, the difference between them. That means it will again differ by 14 molecular mass, that means 14 mass units. So all these alkanes, alkenes and alkynes are homologous series. These are very good examples of homologous series, and you have got a good amount of knowledge about this series, where you know alkanes are saturated carbon compounds, alkenes and alkynes are unsaturated carbon compounds, but the members of the series, the successive members of the series, they differ by CH2 unit, they differ by 14 mass units. I hope this concept is very clear. So what are the characteristics of homologous series? Very important characteristics. These are the 4 important characteristics of homologous series. Any homologous series, if you pick, whether alkane series, alkene series or alkyne series, the successive members in homologous series always differ by CH2 unit, the difference between the successive members, or it will differ by 14 mass unit, because if you calculate the atomic mass of CH2, as I explained, the atomic mass of carbon 12 plus 2 hydrogen atom plus 2 gives you 14 mass unit, that is the molecular mass of CH2 unit. So that difference will be there in successive members, and members of given homologous series have the same functional group. So the functional group, whether it is alcohol group attached to the carbon compounds or a methyl group attached to a carbon compounds, so any functional group in that particular series, that will remain the same for all the members in that series. So alcohol, whether it is methanol, ethanol, propanol, they will have same functional group. That means for alcohol, for example, will have OH group functional, which determine the property of the alcohol. Third characteristic of homologous series, all the members of the homologous series shows similar chemical properties. Because the functional group is the same, that's why very simple to understand, all the members in the series will have same chemical properties. They will not differ in the chemical properties, because the functional group which determine the chemical property of carbon compounds remains the same for a given homologous series. The fourth characteristic of homologous series, the physical properties such as melting point, boiling point, density, etc. show a regular gradation with increase in the molecular mass. So as you go ahead with the successive members of a series, the molecular mass will definitely increase because of the number of carbon atoms keep on increasing. Similarly, it will show increase in the melting point, boiling point, higher density. All that will be shown in a regular gradation. That will show an increase. These are the main important characteristic of homologous series. Please take this down in your notebook, children. I hope this concept of homologous series is clear with alkanes, alkenes and alkyne series. So here we come to an end of the session, children. I hope you have understood the concept is clear with you all. Hopefully, please do understand concept. Learn homologous series thoroughly. It is suggested syllabus, And initially what we did in the session today, it is for you to understand the concept of homologous series. So please go through the concept thoroughly, children. Thank you, children, and have a wonderful day.